Once upon a time, in a kingdom that shone under the bright sun, there lived a king with 12 daughters. They were loved by everyone in the kingdom. From the eldest, Princess Anna, to the youngest, Princess Layla. Each princess was beautiful and kind. Even though they lived in a grand castle, the princesses did not feel happy. To them, the castle was not a home. It felt like a golden cage. The king was very strict and expected his daughters to obey every order. The sisters wished they could walk on the soft grass, enjoy the fresh air, and most of all, dance freely. Every evening, the king led all 12 princesses into their large bedroom. He locked the door with a heavy golden key and secured it with strong iron bolts from the outside. He believed no one could get in and no one could get out. But every morning, the king found the same strange mystery. The princesses looked very tired, as if they had worked all night instead of sleeping. Even more surprising, all of their dancing shoes were worn out. The king could not understand it. He knew he had locked the door himself. He asked his daughters where they went every night and how. Their shoes became so damaged. But the 12 sisters only smiled quietly and said nothing. Finally, the king made a royal announcement. He promised that any man who could discover where the princesses went each night would be allowed to marry one of them. Many princes came to the castle, hoping to solve the mystery. Each one promised to stay awake through the night. But the princesses had a secret. They gave each prince a magical drink before bedtime. Soon, the princes became sleepy and fell into a deep sleep. The next morning, every prince woke up without any answers. The mystery of the 12 princesses remained unsolved. And as time passed, people began to lose hope. Then one day, a poor soldier came walking down the dusty road toward the kingdom. He had no wealth or fine clothes, but he was clever and kind. On his journey, he met an old woman. While many travelers ignored her, the soldier stopped to help. He shared the last piece of bread he had with her. The old woman smiled warmly. She was not an ordinary woman. She had magical powers. She thanked the soldier for his kindness and asked if he was going to the castle to solve the mystery of the 12 princesses. The soldier said he wanted to try. The old woman gave him 2 important pieces of advice. She told him not to drink anything the princesses offered him, even if they insisted. Instead, he should pretend to drink it and act as if he had fallen asleep. Then she gave him a magical cloak. She explained that whenever he wore it, he would become invisible. The soldier thanked her and continued to the castle. Some of the people there laughed at his old clothes, but the king was willing to give him a chance. That night, the soldier was taken to the room beside the princess's bedroom, just as the old woman had warned. Princess Anna came to him with a cup of wine and invited him to drink. The soldier secretly poured the wine away without anyone noticing. Then he lay down and pretended to be asleep. Soon, he began to snore loudly. The princesses believed he was sleeping, just like all the princes before him. After that, Princess Anna walked to her bed and tapped it 3 times. Suddenly, the bed slowly sank into the floor, revealing a hidden staircase. One by one, the 12 sisters walked down the secret stairs. The soldier quickly put on the magical cloak, became invisible, and quietly followed them into the hidden passage. The soldier quietly followed the 12 princesses down the long hidden staircase. He stayed close behind the youngest princess, Layla, without being seen. At the bottom, they entered a magical world. First, they walked through a forest where every tree was made of shining silver. Wanting proof of what he had seen, the soldier broke off a small silver branch. Layla heard the sound and became frightened. She thought someone was following them. But Princess Anna told her it was only the wind, and the sisters continued walking. Next, they entered a forest of golden trees. The soldier quietly broke off a small golden branch. Once again, Layla heard the noise, but her sisters told her not to worry. Then they came to a beautiful forest where every tree was covered with sparkling diamonds. The soldier took a small diamond branch as his 3rd piece of proof. Soon, they reached a large lake. 12 boats were waiting there, and in each boat sat a handsome prince. The invisible soldier quietly stepped into the last boat with Princess Layla. As they crossed the lake, Layla noticed that her boat felt much heavier than usual. The prince rowing the boat thought it was because of the warm night, and they continued their journey. On the other side of the lake stood a magnificent castle filled with bright lights. The sound of music echoed through the air. Inside the castle, the princesses began to dance with the 12 princes. They laughed, smiled, and enjoyed themselves more than ever before. They danced with all their hearts until their shoes were completely worn out. The soldier watched everything carefully. He realized that the princesses were not trying to be cruel or dishonest. They only wanted a place where they could feel free and happy. Before leaving the castle, the soldier quietly took a golden cup as one final piece of proof. The soldier quickly returned to the castle before the princesses. He took off the magical cloak, lay down on his bed, and pretended to be fast asleep. A little later, the 12 tired princesses came back through the secret passage. They closed the hidden staircase, got into their beds, and were happy to see the soldier still snoring. They believed their secret was safe. On the fourth morning, the king called the soldier before the royal court and asked him to tell the truth. The soldier respectfully explained that the princesses went through a secret passage to an underground castle, where they danced every night with 12 princes. At first, the princesses believed he had no proof, but then the soldier showed the silver branch, the golden branch, the diamond branch, and finally the golden cup he had brought back from the secret castle. Everyone in the court was amazed. The king realized that the soldier was telling the truth. Princess Anna stepped forward and admitted everything. She confessed that the sisters had hidden the truth because the secret castle was the only place where they felt truly free. The king finally understood that being too strict had only pushed his daughters away. He realized they wanted freedom, not punishment. Keeping his promise, the king allowed the soldier to choose one of the princesses as his wife. The soldier chose Princess Anna. The kind soldier was rewarded for his honesty and courage, and the princesses were finally given the freedom they had always wished for. From that day on, they lived happily, and the 12 dancing princesses could dance freely at last. And that is the story of the 12 dancing princesses. If you enjoyed this bedtime story, please like this video, share it with your friends and family, and subscribe for more relaxing fairy tales and sleep stories. Thank you for listening. Have a peaceful night, sweet dreams, and I'll see you in the next story.